Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rinse at a time, back with the man, the myth, the legend, and yes, my real estate entrepreneur, Omar. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael? What's up, everybody?
I have a question that I have been waiting to ask you for a while, and I just want to slot it in here. And that is, hey, I'm a homeowner. I've been trying to buy a home for a while. I want to buy something in a high desert. How can a homeowner, Omar, win today? What does it take to win today?
Ooh, a lot of factors here on the buyer side. But if this is what I want, well, if there's some agents that are listening, which there are, and I'm sure there's some buyers that are listening too on the call, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to write the offer.
Okay.
You know, you have to be able to think outside the box. You may or may not be able to or want to remove appraisal contingencies. You want to be able to have a good amount of money down to be qualified to even compete against the other offers, because there are other people that are putting more money down. Now, get a little more creative. If you don't have the capital or the cash to waive an appraisal contingency, do this. Tell your agent, and this is another move. Tell your agent to, put in some of his or her commission to get the deal done for you as the consumer, because you will end up referring a whole bunch more properties or a whole bunch more people to that agent. So he gave up $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, but in return, you're going to receive a lot of referrals. Now, this is another play. I did this back in 2011 and 12. Okay. I was giving up $500, $1,000. And remember, the commission checks back then were $6,000, $7,000, $3,000.
Yeah.
So if I gave up $1,000, it was my marketing campaign
Right.
for the people to refer me business. Guess
Now,
what?
Just so I'm clear, when you say give up, I want to translate for this. You're basically giving it up or giving it to the other side. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. To increase the seller net, to make sure that the seller's making as much money as possible, so your offer can be competitive.
Right. So if you offer the same number, but you've given up again $1,000 net to the seller, because they're only looking at the bottom line. So okay. So you're giving it to the seller, not the seller's agent. I just want to be clear.
100%.
Very cool.
Give it to the seller's agent, because that's at the end of it. That's their increase to the net. Yes, I can talk about the home warranty. You can pay for that, $600. Don't ask for that in the contract. Remove the termite if you're in an area where predominantly there's no termites, because most likely there's not going to be any. Here in our area, there's very, very rare that we have termites because it's super dry. Right. Now, it's all about being qualified. I mean, if you only have a 3.5% down FHA, this is what I want you to do. If you are looking at $350,000, don't look at $350,000. Look at $330,000.
Yeah.
So then you can make an offer for $342,000, $345,000.
Right.
You want to increase your offer. Do not max it out because you have no play. Somebody else comes in at $355,000 and they beat you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much in here.
There's so much. I'm telling you, this is a whole nother episode.
Yeah. So a couple of things that I would tell, again, I don't talk to homeowners a lot. I talk to investors a lot.
Right.
What I would tell investors is follow up to win. I can't tell you how many deals I won by being in second place. I don't like bidding wars, right? I often don't want to be the highest bidder, because that just means my yield is the lowest. But I love not winning sometimes. In this market, I probably would not want to win, because it means I overpaid or maybe I missed something.
Ooh.
But I want to lose, and then I want to follow up. What I would do today, because I think as rates rise, we're going to see so many more escrows cancel.
Oh, 100% we are. Yeah.
Buyer got cold feet, buyer lost their job, buyer this, buyer that. But if you're following up with the listing agent, I would follow up every 2 weeks. Just say, hey, and again, I would do it as the buyer, or I would have my agent do it. Hey, I'm the buyer. My number is still good. My number is still good. Because what I want to do is I want to step in to an open escrow so they don't go back on the market.
100%.
Doesn't always work. Sometimes the agent takes it down, puts it back up, and you're back to bidding. But most of the time, that seller is already mentally checked out. They're already packing. They're already doing this or that. And if you can slide in at your number, like for example, the winning bid was 340, but his most I could pay is 332. I can still slide in at 332, maybe go 333, and you'll be good because the seller's already checked out. So I would tell him follow up is a big deal today. That's probably my number one strategy for folks is if you're not first, follow up.
And you know what? We say it all the time, Michael. I know fortune is in the follow-up. We say that all the time. And if you end up focusing on that follow-up, like as an investor, because we didn't talk about that. You just did. I talked about if you represent a buyer, this, that, and the other, like a regular traditional broker or agent. But on the investor side, I mean, I'm following up with 5 different people right now to try to get them to sign my contract.
Follow up. That is where most deals in a hot market or a market that's changing like we are now, follow up is where most of the deals are made. Most of the deals. The last thing I would tell you is I would always ask your agent, whether this is a homeowner or an investor, to ask the seller or the seller's agent what's most important to the seller. Because I have to tell you, it's not always price.
It's not. It's terms.
It's terms. Like I need a 45-day lease back so my kid can get out of school. Or I remember one time there was an orange tree in the backyard that for whatever reason the owner wanted to remove and take with them. I'm like, great, I'd cut it down anyway. Go for it, right? You just never know. Ask. Too many people assume it's the highest number, and too many people assume it's cash. Some people are put off by a 10-day close. Like, I can't 10-day close.
No, it is all about the terms, Michael. I mean, I've gotten deals and sellers have accepted deals based on terms, not on price.
Yeah. Because
they want that extra 45 days or the extra 30 days or hey, can we do a rent back for 10 days? Yeah, ask. For sure.
Ask. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give you what you want if you agree to my terms.
Yeah. And it's amazing just by asking and then shutting up and listening, you automatically jump to the front of the line because most people are writing an offer as fast as they can, giving the most money, and here, take it. Mm-hmm. You actually asked and listened.
I do. You have to.
Yeah, it's shocking that most folks don't do this. So, folks, if you're trying to buy in the high desert, I strongly recommend reaching out to Omar and his team. How do you want them to do that?
Guys, reach out to me on IG at Omar_Alfaro or visit my website, omaralfaro.com, and hit join team.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.